date here first. So we're going to choose 10 dates, and from those 10 dates, we're going to choose one date. So when you're doing simulations, you don't have to go back like a lot because you want to stay within the vicinity of like 1 to 2 years because the market dynamics, they're always changing. So you're staying between the vicinity of 1 to 2 years. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start by April 2018, go all the way to June 2020. We're only going to go over like Sundays. We're going to go over GPJPY here as well. So let's just go to GPJPY here and let me just start Sundays, 10 dates, and get dates. Do Friday last week. No. Oh, the date any specified is not a valid calendar date. What does that mean? June. Oh, June. Yeah, June only has 30 days. Okay. All right. Get dates. Okay, so we got November, December 2018, 2nd April 2019, 12th December, May 19th. Let's do 19th May. Let's do 19th May 2019. Ooh, February. Yeah, 19th May. Like 20th May is my birthday, so that's why, whoever's birthday is in May, hats off to you. So yeah, 19th May 2019. All right, let's do that. Go to data center, go to GPG5. So basically this simulator you can get from, there's the website right over here. I'll point out the website here. It's soft for FX. Hope no porn opens up here because I have a virus here, man. It just opens up random pop-ups. Okay, yeah. So soft for FX, and you can just download the software, and I think it's really cool. All right, so GPJPY, we got to make sure we got the updated chart over here. And then we got to make sure the news is also updated. We're going to update the news, make sure it's recording. Okay, perfect, it's being recorded. We close this, and now we start a new simulation. Let's go towards 2019, May 19th, Sunday. We're going to go to GPJPY. Okay, so what amount should we start with? I think we should start with, no, can't do $0, man. How can you start with $0? We're going to start with 10,000. Oh, 1,000, 2,000. Okay, 2,000. Let's start with 2,000. Let's start with 2,000, and this we're going to choose New York close. We're going to use leverage to 1 to 400 leverage. This is the history on the charts we want to see back in 150 days. And yeah, I guess we're going to start the simulation here. So let's bring up the charts, and we're going to choose our weekly chart. What simulator is this? Oh man. Weekly, daily chart. We're going to go to H4, 1 hour, 30 minute. We're going to go to 15 minute, and that's about it. So now we're going to pump up our charts here. 15 minute, got the 30, got the 1 hour, got the H4, daily, weekly. That's it. Awesome. Oh no, I did realize your name, Ted. Okay, so we're gonna bring up our naked charts over here. Go to naked templates. Man, someone told me how to do this. I did that once, and then I think that was on another one. But if you're looking at the screen here, you will see that the candles are really, really small. It's because it's a 4K monitor here. And it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Look how left you can look at that. You can look all the way to the left to Never Never Land. All right, mate. So here we are. Okay, so let's go to weekly. Okay, so this is a chart we have. This is the start. Oh, this is actually 20th May, Monday. So daily. Let's start off with the daily here. So actually, let's not start off with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down the times here. So you see the time right here, it says 000. I think I'm going to write the time right down over here, right? So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 is equals to 5 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, it's equals to 5 p.m. Eastern. You have 1000 hours. 1000 hours is 3 a.m. Eastern, which is London Open. And then you have my favorite. My favorite is going to be 13:30, 100 hours, which is the pre-NY, like around 6:30 a.m. Eastern. So looking at these times is really important. Let's just do this. Please disable the chat. Yeah, let's just wait 5 minutes. But if something like weird comes up, then I'm gonna disable the chat. But I'm gonna give it less than 5 minutes. All right. So this is what we got. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna simulate the pre-New York Opens. Let's like the pre-New York, your New York Open, NYC Open. So that's what we're going to look at. So first of all, we're going to go over to the next time. We're going to go over to the time when we're supposed to trade. Sometimes when you try to do the simulation, what most people do is they just like sit back and they just like, slowly just grind away. But you really, really have to look at the times. So we're moving on. See, I'm forwarding the candles by 1 hour. This is 3 a.m. This is the London Open. Someone is saying you're on the daily chart. All right. So I'm going to close the chat now. Like this. Perfect. Because I know what chart I'm on. I've done this a lot of times. All right. Perfect. Someone had to ruin this for everyone, right? Okay, so this is the this is 6 a.m. Eastern right over here. 6 a.m. Eastern, this is the time when, like pre-New York starts and then you're inching towards New York. So now what you want to do is you want to look at the weekly. So now if we're looking on the weekly, what we're looking at is, let me just bring my toolbars here up. I think these are going to be charts. Oh, no, I think it's going to be line studies. No, view toolbars. Line studies. Okay, perfect. So we have basically this previous weekly candle came down. This weekly candle is about to start, so we're not really sure what's going to happen at this point. So let's take a look on the daily here. Looking at the daily, it seems like price is maybe creating some sort of a support down here. If you look to the left-hand side, it's creating some sort of a support. And at the same time, it looks like this was a support formed here. And now daily is kind of like, it's maybe like trying to bounce or whatever it's trying to do. So we're going to go over to the 4-hour time frame and let's see what more information we can find. So in the daily so far, we don't see anything of importance. Let's take a look on the 4-hour now. Let's zoom in here on the 4-hour. Let me just scale this as well. So I'm going to go to scale fix and scale it like this. All right, perfect. Okay, so when we look on the 4-hour, 4-hour seems like it created a resistance right here, and it created some sort of a support down over here. So basically, we're just kind of like ranging in this 4-hour time frame, right? And this range is now, we want to measure this range, right? This is a 25 pip range. So whenever you're looking at a chart, you're identifying the most recent resistance, and then you're identifying the most recent support. So resistance is at 140, 420. Support is at 140, 150. So now we're going to go to the smaller time frame, which is going to be 1-hour time frame. So we're going to clone these boxes over to the 1-hour time frame, and if you look on the 1-hour time frame, it matches exactly with the 1-hour time frame, right? Look at this. You got resistance, you got support down over here. So now price is just ranging, and now you're looking to see that, okay, how can we maybe try to take a trade right over here. So now what we have to do is we have to identify where is there going to be a good trade to take. So if we make this a little bit more clear, now if price breaks above this resistance, price can continue up towards this area right over here, which is around 22, 24 pips away, right? I think we can all agree on that, right? This is the area where price may head off to. So what I'm basically doing is I'm marking off the most recent resistance, most recent support. Then I'm marking off, if we break resistance, where's the next destination? Maybe right over here. But if we break the support, maybe the next destination is maybe somewhere over here, or even down to this price level, right? But it's really important to mark down where the destinations are going to be, right? So now this is the start of the new 1 hour candle. Let's copy these all the way to the 30-minute time frame as well, right? Let's copy these to a 30-minute time frame. Let's go to 30-minute time frame, and there we go. Here we have the 30-minute time frame all ready to go, right? If we break the lows, we're coming down into this 30 pip range. If we break the highs, we're coming up towards, in this 25 pip range. I think it's pretty simple and straightforward so far. So since we have $2,000, I think we're going to be risking, let's say, we're going to start by risking 2% per trade, right? Yeah, that's what we're going to start with, 2% per trade. So let's play this. Yeah, the 30-minute candle closed like this. Let's take a look at the news. We have no news. Some MPC members speaking, but okay. So during this simulation, since we have no news, we're only going to be going based off technicals. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go off of technicals here. So yeah, right now we're just waiting for this 30-minute candle, and we're just looking at the 4 hour. And now, just by looking on the 4 hour, you know what I was looking at? Can we agree? This is something I just noticed. Can we agree that the trend is down? Yeah, we can agree trend is down, right? And since now we start reading the candles, price came down, kind of formed a support over here, and it broke down and created a low on the 4 hour, right? Created a low on the 4 hour, came back up. This is where Friday closed, because you see this gap. This gap happened when market opened. This gap happened when market opened. So maybe over the weekend price was still moving and price moved up, and then it created resistance here. Oh man, this makes much more sense now. We created resistance here, so maybe we made a low, came up to do a retest, and then continue moving down. Right? So in that case, I think what we're looking at is for this 4 hour candle to turn bearish. And what we've learned in the session here was that for the 4 hour candle to continue going bearish, it'll need to respect the previous candle's high. And if you look at the previous candle made a lower high and it made a lower low. And the one before that was bearish, right? One after that was lower high, lower low. And if this 4 hour candle wants to go down, it needs to make a lower high and it needs to make a lower low, which means it needs to break this minor support, right? If price needs to break that minor support on the 4 hour, I think it needs to break that support on the 1 hour over here and then continue moving down. So that's something I think we can look out for. And prices coming down as it starts to break the low. I think we should be able to, yeah, perfect. See, now it's starting to break the low of this candle. I think this is an opportunity to maybe execute a sell. But now since it's breaking the low in the start, I think it's going to be much better to kind of maybe lower the risk here a little bit, maybe 1% risk, and maybe have a stop loss somewhere. Oh yeah, this is a big stop. This is like a 16 pip stop. This is pretty big. So yeah, we may want to use a smaller stop. Here, let's do 16. Yeah, that's why the risk is low. I wonder how much that simulator is. Yeah. 100 USD. But you also get you get 2 licenses with it. No, we're going to keep the chat open now. I mean, it's fun. Yeah, so you get 2 licenses with it. So basically took a sell, keeping the stop above the previous candle, and we're trying to let this run. It broke the low. Even though it broke the low in the first 10 minutes, there's a possibility it might continue back up, but we're in this trade now, and we're aiming for price to continue back down. So now, at the same time, I'm also looking at the time. If you look at the time, this is the first 15-minute candle that just closed. So if you look on the 15-minute candle, this is what the 15-minute looks like, right? This is what the 15-minute looks like. 15-minute has broken the low. It's coming down towards a minor support here. So I think on the smaller time frames, if we do some sort of a retracement, I think that's going to be an opportunity to maybe take another position. So we're going to keep this open, and we're going to see how the next 15-minute candle is forming. Oh, I guess it's going to continue dropping here. But it needs to do some sort of a retest for us to enter another position. I guess it's kind of reacting to this minor support here. But on the higher time frame, it looks like a clean move down. So since we're coming down to this area, if we look at our trade, we are up almost 13 pips. So I may want to put stops at break even right over here and maybe close partial positions right here and let the rest run. I'm closing partial positions because it's coming down to this support area where we don't know if it's going to bounce or what. See this area on a 30-minute? This is why I'm closing partial positions. So this 30-minute candle is about to close here very soon in about 5 minutes. We're getting some sort of a rejection there, which is really good. Really cool. We're getting some rejection. I think the rejection is good because if we can get a rejection for price to continue moving down, I think it's going to be pretty nice. So this is where the 30-minute candle closed. The 30-minute candle closed bearish. The next 30-minute candle is opening. It's opening at this minor support over here. This is our 4-hour support down over here. So this is another, like 17 pips away. If we get some sort of a minor resistance forming, I think that's going to be another opportunity to take a sell, to maybe enter another position. Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty good. So we're going to wait and see what happens here. So this 15-minute candle is respecting the high of the previous 15-minute candle. There's a lot of volume at this time too, because if you look at your notes will tell you there's a lot of volume at this time because this is the pre-New York time. Now this 15-minute candle is not breaking the high of the previous 15-minute candle, and it's about to close. Ooh, it broke the high. Ooh, it's coming back up. It's coming back up. And it should go back down. And this is the close of the 15-minute candle right over here, right? This is the close of the 15-minute candle right here. Now, if we're looking on the 1 hour, 1 hour is kind of like retracing, but at the same time, I mean, there's no confirmation that it's going to continue moving down. There's no confirmation yet. I'm just constantly looking for some confirmations because we're already in a sell, price is retracing. Now we want some sort of resistance to be formed for price to continue moving down. That's what we want. I think once this 15-minute candle starts breaking the low over here, I think we can maybe go into some sells, but there's support right over here too, so price may start ranging here. So we have to be very careful. 1 hour is still closing bearish. Yes, that's true. Now, this is the start of the 30-minute candle, right? So this is where you can potentially say that, okay, maybe this is an opportunity for us to maybe continue moving bearish, right? Because if price is going to go down, it's going to make lower highs and lower lows. And if we look left over here, candles were closing here, smaller bodies, and then price moving up. But if you look on the 1 hour is really, really, really bearish. You have this 30-minute candle, which is just opening right now. You have this 15-minute candle, which is now starting, but the previous 15-minute candle broke the low. So I think this could be another opportunity to enter another position with like a 9-pip stop. So we're going to do 9, and we're going to use a normal risk, which is going to be around 2%. And we're gonna, yeah, I think this is a great entry right here. Even though, like, you know, if we wanna move our stop loss to above the 30-minute candle and expect the next one to continue down towards, 139, like in this area, I think it's gonna be pretty good. It's like a 15-pip range. So let's see here. We're still in the trade. So now see the 30-minute candle. It has broken the low. Oh, okay, perfect. Let's take a look at the trades here. So our first position is running at 24 pips. The second position is running at 11 pips. So basically what we're going to do is maybe we're going to close maybe full position on the second one. Actually, we're going to close partials. I'm going to close 75% position on the second one. I'm going to bring this stop loss above the 30-minute high, just what we learned, right? 30-minute highs, we're bringing the stop losses down right over here. And now, this was the one trade we had to take, and I guess I think this is a really, really good trade that we took. You're trading based off H4 1-hour zones waiting for breaks. Oh yeah, exactly. Exactly. Jetmir, I think what you can do is you can disable the chat on your end. Oh, see that? We got stopped out. We got stopped out and candle closed above that support. So right now there's no, yeah, see, so now this is the next 30-minute candle. So if you look at this 30-minute candle, the 30-minute candle closed with no wick over here at the top. It closed with no wick on the top. The support on the left didn't make you think about entering the second sell. No, because the higher time frame. If you remember the 4-hour we were talking about, if you look at the 4-hour actually did go bearish. So our target was down over here, this wick, and then ultimately this support down over here. Because if you have zones on the higher time frame, the smaller time frame zones will get broken, right? So that's why I think if this was one trade we had to take, this was the trade that worked. Now this 30-minute candle is closing below this support here. And if it closes below this support, if someone's feeling like a cowboy, they can take more sells for price to continue moving bearish. So yeah, see, that's where it closed, and I think it has much more room to continue moving down if you look on the 1-hour. But we only had one trade to take, which we took one trade, we left runners, and we got stopped out. So our overall gain for today was 2.27%. Can we backtesting in trading view? No. Yeah, 2.2%. Awesome. So at this time, so this is the NY Open right now. So since we took our one trade, now we're going to sit back and watch how the candles form. And now, yeah, see, now it's kind of rejecting the support, going up, coming down. Now it's kind of like just ranging basically. Now it starts moving down, come back up. Yeah, so I think we're done for the day. So, this was a clean move that came. And if you stuck around over here, price actually went down towards, 139,700. So let's go to the next New York, next pre-New York here now. Let's go to the next one here. Raja, what are you using the weekly and daily chart for? Overall momentum? Oh no, that's just for like a higher time frame bias. It's nothing special basically. The only thing I'm going to use is what I show right here. Nothing more, nothing less. So you have to understand, my life is really simple. I've planned my life in that way. I don't look at any complications. If there will be any complications, then I'm going to let you guys know. But other than that, I only do super simple things. So perfect. So now we closed our day right over there, and all this happened while we were sleeping, while we were not looking at the chart. So if you were looking at the charts, like let's say in the afternoon right over here, you'd be like, oh man, let me take a trade. But it's really important to only trade the session you are comfortable trading. I'm only comfortable trading, like the New York, and that's about it. So this is what we have right now is your pre-New York right over here. So let's take a look at the weekly chart. Weekly candle is going bearish, but we don't know where bearish it's going, so it's like whatever. Now let's look at the daily. Daily is actually coming down to a very strong support. It's coming down to very, very, very strong support, because if you look left, let me see if I can look left over here. Oh yeah, I can look left. Yeah, this is a very strong support daily candle is coming down to. So let's take a look on the 4-hour now. Let's just go towards, let's just bring this thing down over here. 4-hour is at a support. Right, 4-hour is at a very strong support. The support got respected once, twice, 3 times. So there's there are no sells right now on the 4-hour because we're at support. There's no buys because we want to take a look at the buys on the 1 hour here. And if we're looking at the 1 hour here, what we find is that this 1 hour, let me just readjust this zone here on the 1 hour. And 1 hour is basically showing some sort of rejections here, right? Yeah, this makes sense. This basically, okay, so let me ask this. Okay, so let me just remove this zone here too. Let's just move this a little bit based on the 1 hour. How do you move this? Okay, right here. Let's just remove this area here, delete. And let's only copy the 1 hour over to the 30-minute. Perfect. Now, just by looking on the 1 hour, what's the probability that price will go down? That low, yeah, right? Low. Low. The probability is low for the price to move down. Very low. And why is that? Because we're at a daily support, but the daily candle is still bearish, so we don't know, but we're at a 4-hour support, 4-hour and daily support, right? Now, there's this one concept I've been working on, and that concept is that if price is bouncing on a higher time frame support, then it will break the lower time frame resistances, right? So what I'm basically mean by that is that maybe if this is some sort of there shouldn't be any resistance here, because the only thing I'm looking at is that if price is going to go up, it's going to have a very high probability to go up because you have clean candles coming down. So I think there will be the same clean candles moving up. So we have a 32 pip range over here. And I think the stops are going to be like around like 20 pips, something like that. I think at the same time, Raja needs to grow them conspiracy sarcasm. Conspiracy. So now, since looking on the 1 hour, if we're planning a buy, we can do two things, right? Always in trades, we can do two things. We can have a conservative stop loss, which is going to be based on a smaller time frame, which will be the 30-minute time frame, or we can have a aggressive stop loss. Oh no. Conservative stop loss is going to be based on the higher time frame, the 1 hour time frame. So maybe conservative stop is going to be around like 20 pips based on the 1 hour, but a aggressive stop is going to be below the previous 30-minute candle, which is going to be around 10 pips, right? So it's all up to you. Me, myself, I'm an aggressive trader for somewhat, and I do believe we're going to continue moving up because, we're creating support. So I think we should come up towards, 140, 170 right over here. So let's do 10 pip stop, and we're going to do a buy over here. Go to 30-minute. Our stop is basically below the previous 30-minute candle. What's the lower time frame you look at to enter a trade? I just said it right here. And now we're just going to let the trade run. I don't look at 5 minute. I don't look at 1 minute. I don't look at all that stuff. I just basically, the same concepts we learned here. Oh, I guess we're moving up here early. Early, eh? Okay, GJ. Oh, okay. We're moving up 13, 14 pips, 9 pips in the first 5 minutes of this candle. We're up about 12 pips, right? And I think this is the point where we'll close 50% right here. And yeah, let the rest run. Oh, at the same time, I think I want to put my stops at break even as well, right? So maybe close 25% more, put stops at break even because we already won a trade, and then we'll let the rest run here now. So yeah, I think this is good, and I also think that this is really very, very important, right? Now, since this 30-minute candle closed with no wick at the bottom, right? This means that maybe the next candle can come down and stop us out, right? So I think it's going to be a good idea to maybe move the stop a couple pips below the 30-minute candle. In this case, we're losing $4. We're risking to lose $4, but in the same time, with this tiny risk, we're also kind of like, accepting that what if the next candle comes down, wicks right over here and goes up? Then we can make more money, right? So we've already secured some profits, so now we're just letting it run, and hopefully if we get a second entry, then we can basically add another entry there too, right? So now the 30-minute candle is moving pretty nice, which is good. So yeah, this trade was taken based on the, higher time frame, 1 hour time frame support. I wasn't really expecting it to go up this much. I was expecting it to kind of like come down and make a wick at the bottom and then go up. But I guess it is what it is. We're running at 15 pips. This 1 hour candle is coming to a close right now in 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. See, from here you can measure. Oh, okay, perfect. The 1 hour candle just came to a close, right? Awesome. Awesome move. See, now our trade is open. We're over here, and now we're just chilling, man. See, the 30-minute now, basically now, okay, now if you're looking at the candles, look at this, right? 1 hour candle moved up. The smaller time frame 30-minute candle has now broke. Now, these are the examples that we talked about, man. These are examples we talked about in our presentation. The candle is now breaking the low of the previous candle. What does this mean? Does this mean that maybe if we form a support, we can add another entry? Can we do that? We can do that. So now we gotta wait. Oh, wow, look at that move. Yeah, our position would have gotten stopped out. Oh, there's no confirmation. Oh, what the hell's happening here? There was no confirmation at all. It just wicked down and then just moved up. Wow, oh, what's going on over here? Jeez, this is running, man. Is this news? We're up 60 pips. Is this news over here? Let me see this. There's no news, nothing. Must be Brexit. Yeah, must be Brexit. Yeah, gotta put stops at break even. Gonna maybe move these stops too. Sheesh, move these stops right here in profits. Wow, this is a mango power move. Oh, look at that. Jesus, man, this is like what? We're up 75 pips, 73 pips. Man, sometimes, when you leave, like when you follow a plan, sometimes you catch the golden egg. So at this point, maybe secure 50% more right here and just let the rest run. It's only NY open right now. This is just insane. Wow, it's Tuesday as well. This was Brexit move, man. 90 pips. Let's see what the next hour looks like. Oh shit, next hour is moving up further more. Next hour, let's see what the next hour looks like. Oh, it closed bearish. I think we're going to continue moving down now. Yeah, so at this point, maybe move the stop. Maybe move the stop even higher. Maybe move it right down over here. Secure like 60 pips. And let's look at the next. Whoa! 140 pips. 140. Did not know it's going to happen. It's probably going to close everything right over here and call it a day. This is like 11 a.m. right now. You see this time? This is 11 a.m. And man, this is just nuts. We did 10% in one day. One position, had buys, didn't really expect price to move up like this. Did not really expect it at all. This was just, look at this 4 hour. Sheesh, moving up. Look at this daily. This was news, 100%. This was news candle. So yeah, awesome. So yeah, now we're gonna move on to the next New York session. I think if this was Brexit move, I think it will just correct the whole move if this was Brexit. That's what we've seen happen. Oh wow, yeah, look at that. Now in a trade like this, would you ever increase the position to ride the trend? No. I mean, ride the trend. Ride the trend means looking at the charts all the time. So all this that's happening after this candle closed bearish, after all this that's happening, we're not looking at the charts. We are not looking at the charts at all. Let's go back. 9, 10, 11, 6 a.m. Eastern. Perfect. We're at 6 a.m. Eastern right now. People asking how to add positions. I think your ears were closed or what the fuck was going on. We did a whole presentation on that. So anyway, not gonna support those dumb comments now anymore. So this is where price is. Okay, so this is 5 a.m. This is 6 a.m. right now. So we are at 6 a.m. at the moment, and price is right where it was yesterday. This was when we came to the charts yesterday. This is where price is now when we woke up the next day. Right, price is at support. Let's take a look on the weekly. Weekly is now coming back down after creating that big wick over there. Not sure where it's going to go. The daily candle is now coming back down to support. This is interesting now. We're not sure where daily candle is going to go, but if the daily candle breaks support, I think it's going to come down towards 137,690, somewhere that area. And that is around like 180 pips away, right? So now we'll go to the 4-hour chart and kind of like let's zoom out of the 4-hour chart and let's look left. Let's look left right here. Oh, wow. There's nothing to the left except for this area over here, 139. There's only 139, and 139 is, I'm not sure if you guys can see, this is like 40 pips away. Yeah, I don't think you guys can see this. I have a 4K monitor, and it's like, it can look way far into oblivion. All right, this is where we are right now. So if you go left and if you draw another zone, I think another zone is going to be somewhere over here where 4R is creating support, right? So I'm catching it where 4R is creating a support right over here. Okay, so we're going to bring this over here. Perfect. This is what we got. 4-hour candles. This is what we got. We have a support, and below the support, our next support is 24 pips away. Below this support, our next support is like 49 pips away. So let's look on the 1 hour. 1 hour is basically in a range. Let's take a look on the 30 minute. 30 minute, okay, 30 minute is ranging right now. So let's just remove all these pointless zones over here and kind of do fresh analysis based on the 30 minute here. So 30 minute is creating a resistance and 30 minute is creating a support, right? If we break down, I think we're going to come down towards this area, which is like 20 pips away. So I think we can get a trade once price does that. Looking on the 1 hour, 1 hour is kind of like basically 1 hour created a low. So if it creates a resistance, it might come down to retest the low and start falling down. Or if it may, we can't take a buy because there's a wick right over here, which is like 20 pips away. It's like not that far away at all. And also the 30 minutes is ranging, so we can't really do anything. So we're going to wait. We will wait because waiting is what we can do. Waiting, and this 30-minute candle is about to close. 30-minute candle closed bullish, and it closed at this resistance. Now, this is the same example which we talked about, right? The same example. If it's closing bullish, some people will say, "Oh boy, let's take a buy right over here, right? Let's take a buy for the impatient traders over here. Let's use a 0.5% risk." And I think they'll place their stops right below the 30-minute candle, which is going to be around 10 pips, and they'll take a buy because, they think it's going to break up. Benefit of a doubt, and price will kind of like stop them out. They're like, "Oh man, got stopped out," because it's ranging. It's pointless. It's ranging. You need to wait for it to break. Also, I think, let's just see how this 1 hour candle closes. Oh wow, man, this candle is really tripping over here. This is forming bearish. It's about to close in 3 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Close. This is where the 1 hour candle closed. Now, essentially, 1 hour candle also is now creating a resistance and it's creating a support right here. Right? And now we need to break either one of these. If we break resistance, we're going up to this area. If we break support, then I think we're on the 4 hour, we're just dropping down. And I also kind of think that maybe this 4 hour may form like something like this too, but we'll see. That's just in the back of our mind. So yeah, let's just wait. So I think on the 30 minute, we'll need to see a break below that support for price to continue moving down. So let's just wait. Because, we get paid to wait, man. Uh-oh, we are breaking downtown. We are breaking down, but we haven't broken down. Ooh, let's just wait for the 15-minute candle to close. Let's just pray we don't miss this move. Oh, the 15-minute candle closed, and I think we missed this move. So the only thing that we can do now is just wait. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, this candle is about to close now, this 30-minute candle. So, okay, perfect. Because if we miss this move, I think it's going to do some sort of like a retest or something. Yeah, we're going to get in on the retest. It's pointless to take a sell here, because if you take a sell here, where's your stop? Your stop is going to be way up over there, 25 pips. It's way too big, so we'll have to kind of like wait. We have to wait. Let's take a look at the 15-minute. 15-minute is forming some sort of a rejection. This 15-minute candle is about to close. 15-minute candle just closed. This is the start of the new 15-minute candle. We're also waiting for the 30-minute candle to close. And this, okay, so this is the start of the New York Open right now. Would it, what's the fuck? Would have been cool to enter? Just wait, dude. You have to wait. Would have been cool. Yeah, so 15 minutes, I mean, again, in our presentation, we talked about 30-minute time frames and 1-hour time frames, and now we have people who made no notes. They're talking about 15 minutes, and soon we're going to start seeing things about 5 minutes, and I mean, it's just so stupid. All right, so we got the 30-minute candle closing right over here. So what we learned is now two things can happen, right? Either this candle can move up to create a top wick and then move down, or this candle now, I'm sure you guys can't see a lot, or we can have this candle break the low of the previous candle, and then we can take a sell for price going down, right? So these are two scenarios we're going to look at right now. So let's just fix this over here. And okay, much better. Now you guys can see the candles here. Perfect. So what we're going to do now is we're going to wait a little bit. See now, once it starts to break the low, I think that's going to be the point to really enter a position. Once it starts to break the low, maybe enter it, keeping a stop, somewhere over here or whatnot. So we're going to wait for it to break the lows. Right, so now the low has been broken. Even though the low has been broken in the first 8 minutes, there's still a lot of momentum coming down. And if we were to look at this chart, and if someone was to ask you that, hey, what's the probability of price going back up versus then going down? Going down is high, right? Like, is it high? Like, do we think it's high? Yeah, we think the probability is high. So we all know probabilities. We all know that price will move down or move up. The problem comes, how are we going to execute? Execution is the biggest thing. And when you're talking about execution, you're also talking about where you're going to put the stop loss, right? So I think in this case, once it's breaking the low, taking a sell over here, I think since it's breaking the low early, we might want to take a low risk sell, or actually we're up for the week, so might want to use our regular risk sell. Not going to place the stop above this 30-minute candle, but probably going to place it right at this resistance right over here, which is going to be around like 14 pips. The reason why is that we learned that if price is going to do this, in the first 5-10 minutes, there's a very high chance it may come above 2. But looks like we may be in for a nice ride here. Oh, now we're going back and drawdown. This 30-minute candle is about to close. It's closing in 9 minutes. I think this was a, I think we're still good. Yeah, 30-minute is closing. We got to wait for it to close. It's closing in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, there we go. 30-minute candle closed. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is still open. Let's take a look at the 15-minute. 15-minute is ranging now. 30-minute is still open. Now, essentially, we are in a range, right? We're stuck in a range right now. So since we're stuck in a range right now, what we learned is that once you find yourself stuck in a range, just remove some stress, man. Just remove 50%. Yeah. See? Remove 50%. At first, we would have lost $40, actually $50 because it's 15 pip stop. And now we're going to lose maybe $30, because we reduced some risk. And if price starts to go back down, then then we can add another position based on what we've learned. So yeah, no risk. Isn't there support if you look left around May 21? Yes, there is support. But if you look at their support, then you can't take a trade, man. Like if you know price is going to drop, and if you still think there is support, then you cannot take a trade. Then either you want to buy because there's support, or you want to sell anticipating price breaking, because all time frames are now starting to go bearish. If you look on the daily here, I'm not sure. This is something that really grinds my gears when people say, oh, it's a sell, but there's a support, or it's a buy, but there's a resistance. That tells me that you're not really confident in your analysis, right? If we look at the daily, look at the daily. Daily candle has broken the low of the previous daily candle. So this tells me, we should continue moving down even if there's a minor support. And we're in the trade here, so we broke below the support, came down. I guess we're kind of reacting to this area here to the left. So we're going to wait to see how this candle closes, this 30-minute candle. If this closes bearish, I think we can add another position here on the sell and really anticipate price to move down. It's closing in 10 minutes here now. Look, man, it's closing bearish. So nice. Not yet, but soon. 321, 321, 321. Okay, perfect. Close bearish. Look on the 1 hour. 1 hour is also bearish. 4 hours also bearish. Start of the new 4 hour. This is just screaming sells. Look at 15 minutes ranging, but 15 minutes weak confirmation time frame doesn't really matter, right? So I think we can do two things. One thing is going to be, we can wait for price to break this previous 30-minute low and then take a sell. Yeah, I think that's going to be much better if we wait for it to break the low of the previous one. See, it's going up. Maybe want to slow it down here a little bit, because if we want to enter a second position, we want to enter it right on time, right? We want to enter it as it breaks the low, and as the candle is coming down and it's breaking the low. Not yet. It's breaking the low right now. Sell. Someone is screaming sell in the camera. I can see it. So I think the stop is going to be like 13 pips, 13, 14 pips right here. Perfect. Right, and that's it. We got a sell running. We're going to let it run, and if it runs, man, perfect. And let's take a look on the 1 hour. 1 hour is going good. 4 hour has this range to come down to. I think we can get a pretty good move here if it happens. 30-minute candle's about to close. We have to wait for 30-minute candles to close, man. Have to wait for candles to close. Since it's coming down to a close, I may want to move my stop from the first position above the high of the 30-minute candle, kind of trail it. And yeah, 30-minute candle closed like a minor doji candle. The next candle is doing a retracement, but we have to make sure if it doesn't break the high of the previous candle. If it respects the high, I think we're good. Yeah, we should be good. The 1 hour candle is also forming nicely. 30 minutes is good. Even though the bodies are getting smaller, my TP is going to be like 10 pips, something like that. All right, perfect. So one position is reaching around 10 pips right over here. Going to close this one. The second position, maybe going to bring stops at break even here. And let's see if we get around like 10, 12, 15 pips or not. If we get 10, 12, 15 pips, I think it's going to be pretty good. Oh, nice. We got almost like 20 pips, 19 pips, maybe close 50%. Actually close 75% right over here. Close 75%. Yeah, stops are at break even. Ooh, 26. Look at that. 24 pips, 25 pips. Let's look on the 4 hour. Target is way down here, 139, 120. That's the target. I think it's just stopping right over here. Maybe close another 50%, and that's it. What time of the day this is? This is 9:30 NYC open. Yeah, almost close to your 10 a.m. Awesome. So close this hole, And let's go to, oh wow, look at that. Came right back up. Came right back up with the big D in hand. Yeah, so, oh wow, look at that. Reverse. All right, so let's go to the next New York Open here. This is going to be three. Oh, wow, whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at that move. Just dropping. Look at the daily. Let's take a look on the 4 hour. 4 hour came down in the next day. Look at this. It gapped down as well. Crazy. Crazy things happening. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 a.m. Eastern, we have reached here again. 6 a.m. Eastern. Let's take a look on the daily. Daily is extremely bearish. Extremely bearish here. There's some sort of maybe like a support area here it's coming down to. Let's take a look on the 4 hour. 4 hour has reached that support we had lined up. Let's take a look on the 1 hour. 1 hour has also kind of like, like came down a little bit, kind of like looks like it's creating some sort of support at this time. So probably gonna wait and see what happens here, right? So essentially trend is down. So what we want to see is we may want to see price to maybe retrace, because right now what price has done is basically made a low because we're in a downtrend. And if it comes up to create like a minor resistance, I think that's going to be a good trade to continue down to retest the low. So we're going to wait and see what happens. So this is Thursday. We're going to do till Friday, and then we're going to call it a day because I'm getting tired here. Gotta eat, man. Man's gotta eat. All right, let's take a look on the 30-minute here too. Let's clone these onto the 30-minute. Yeah, 30-minute is also ranging. Yeah, look at that ugly, man. Ugly price action. Yeah, so just kind of like waiting around. It's coming down to support. Man, if it closes below support, I think we can have another sell coming down. 100%. If it closes below support. Ooh, we have 100 people drop off. Yeah, they'll get the recording anyway. Okay, 30-minute candle has closed. We're still in a range. Yeah, we're still in a range here. There's nothing happening. It looks like it's going to be a dead day over here. It's coming up to this support kind of thing on the 1 hour. Let me just scale it out. All right, much better. Okay, 1 hour candle has formed. 1 hour candle has formed bullish at a support. 30-minute candle is also broken up. I think this can continue going up, but yeah, I think this would have been the same idea as last one. Let's see the stop. The stop would have been 13, 14 pips to go up. Oh well. I think it's too late now. Because now if we enter now, the stop is going to be like 20 pips. Yeah, it's going to be too big. But probably going to wait for the original idea, because essentially we made a low. It should create like a, like a resistance and then continue moving down. So we'll have to wait. We're moving towards the 30-minute candle close here in 3, 2, 1. 30-minute candle has closed. 30-minute candle has closed up over here. We have a rejection here on the 30-minute, new 30-minute candle start. So we're kind of waiting here now. I'm gutted. I missed almost all the presentation. Oh, that's okay. It was recorded, so you're going to catch it. Oh, wow. Look at that. Maybe we're creating a resistance now to continue back down. Look at this move. The 1 hour candle is closed like this. The next 1 hour. So there's no sells now on the 1 hour candle. Now, doesn't this look familiar to an example we did? You guys remember an example we did where we had consolidation, price moved up, and then the next candle came back down in the range, and next candle went down, right? So we're going to use that information in this chart. Oh man. All right. Yeah, that example fell to the depths of the earth. So we're probably going to try to do that here. So Excellent. Excellent way to end the day over here. Look at that candle, man. Coming right back down just like the example. Just got to wait for it to close. Once it closes, we are in. We are in this trade, man. Look at that. Candle's closing. This is where you're just waiting for this to close. Just waiting to attack it. Yeah, we're going to use around 5% risk here on this trade. Yeah, man, we're going to go a little hard. Look at that. Candle closed like this. Just got to wait for it to come up a little bit. Because now if I enter right over here, I think the stops are going to be too high, man. It's going to be like maybe a little over here. Yeah, I think it's going to be way too high. Gotta wait a little bit. Maybe wait for the 1 hour to close, basically. Oh, wow, look at that. Coming back up over here. Maybe we can have like a 10 pip stop. Maybe enter an impulse trade. Maybe if it's just rejecting this area. Oh, wow, look at that. Moving up. Yeah, I think if we do a small position here, having like a 15 pip stop, let's do like a 1 sell. And as the 1 hour candle closes, I think we'll have some more information here. Because I think this is a retest of this area here. Yeah, this is a retest here. 100% this is a retest here. This is gonna, I believe this is gonna, now look at this. This is the same situation as the other time. We had resistance, 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 candle broke. Someone asked, what was this question? It's Sunday in UK. Markets are closed. Is it open in your country? Oh my God. Man. For you, we're going to go a little hard today. Hold on here. We're going to go a little hard here today. This is what, a 10 pip stop. We're going to do like a 10 pip stop. And let's do like 5% risk here. Let's do it like 12 pips here. Yeah, so we're going to, so basically, back to the explanation here. See, this is why we can't mute the chat, because we miss gems like these. So basically what I was saying was that we had basically resistance, 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 candle broke up, candle it had to do a retest to continue going up, but this candle closed back in the range. Looks like this candle did a retest, right? This candle did a retest. So now the example that we saw earlier, man, oh man, oh man, this puts me in a lot of confidence that we're going to continue moving down, and I think this should continue moving down. Once we break the low here on the 30-minute, I think we should continue moving down. Maybe bring it up a little bit, maybe a little bit more safer. All right. If we break the 30-minute low, we are gonzo. Gonzo. He said I made you all laugh. Yeah, man, you made us all laugh, man. That's true. So yeah, this is a fake. This is an example we saw earlier. 30-minute candle is about to close in 5 minutes. It's closing in 5 minutes. It's closing below all the other candles to the left. Wow, look at that. 1 hour candle, perfect move down. Oh, look at that. Move, go. Just like the example. So the first position we had, so the high risk position we had, probably gonna close partials, close like 80% of this. Close 80%, put stops at break even, and maybe close this as well. Close like 50%, stops at, actually modify the stops right there, and then modify these stops all the way down here as well. And yeah, we're good to go. So welcome everybody to another session where you can successfully scam the markets. The market scamming. This is the biggest fraud of the Forex world right now. Yeah, perfect. So look at the time. Yeah, I guess this is it, right? We're probably going to close this trade right over here. I guess it's a Thursday, whatever. Let's go to the, Oh, wow, look at that. Came right back inside, man. These candles came right back inside and now it's starting to go back down. So see, we're up 24% by risking 2% per trade. 2% per trade, 24%, man. Just, I think it was that Brexit move we caught accidentally. That really put us up. So let's go to the last session. I think it's going to be the Friday. Oh, wow, look at that. Price still moving. This is 3 a.m., 3, 4, 5, 6 a.m. Eastern. We're at 6 a.m. Eastern right over here. And what we have here on the weekly is that now weekly candle is about to close. Daily candle's rejecting that area. Coming up, it's Friday, you know, Freaky Friday. 4 hours also rejecting. I mean, 4 hours coming up to a like wick right over here. So let's just remove everything here first. How do you remove everything here, man? Oh, right here? Okay, right here. Maybe delete. Oh, I don't use MetaTrader at all, mostly. I just use it to open and close trades. Mostly I just use TradingView to do these analysis. So maybe this is an area of importance here on the 4 hour. Because if you see a wick on the 4 hour, that's going to be a resistance on the smaller time frame. Which makes sense here. Perfect. All right. Let it, yeah, I think this is a resistance here. Oh, wow. I think we're continuing up. There's a resistance here to the left-hand side. Yeah, if you kind of like zoom out, we have a consolidation here to the left, right here. Because you see price kind of like consolidated here, came down. So once we broke above this area, it's coming back up over here. So yeah, let's take a look on the 30-minute. Let's clone this onto the 30-minute chart too. Yeah, 30 minutes kind of coming down. I think we might correct this move. I'm not sure if there was any news or not, but since the simulation started, we haven't really looked at any news. Oh, this was the pound news. The news was really good. That's why it pumped up. Oh, the news was really good. Hold on. The news was, oh, they were forecasting bad numbers. They were forecasting bad numbers, and numbers came good, but it weren't that good. I mean, it was close to bad numbers. So this means nothing actually happened, right? I mean, if these numbers were really, really good, then you'd be like, oh yeah, we can fly, but almost nothing happened. I mean, numbers came to 0.0, they were forecasting minus 0.3, so almost zero. So I think this move should get corrected. I'm not going to try to execute this, but if we do close below this area, I think it should get corrected and come down. Could be a fake out. I mean, if a candle closes down, then it could be a fake out. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think so. I think this is a fake out here, where we had the previous one as well, where the candle's closing like this and nice is coming down on the 1 hour. Let's zoom in here a little bit. If it's coming down, but if it's coming down, where will our stop loss be? I think if we're feeling a little aggressive, since it's breaking the low, we might want to have a stop above the 1 hour candle. And like, you know, if it's breaking the low, then it should have above the 1 hour candle, but it's also breaking it in the first 10 minutes. So we may want to lower the risk a little bit. Maybe 1%. This since also it's a Friday, right? So whatever. Yeah, let's go. So I think 10 pips is going to be pretty good. 10, 15 pips would be pretty good. Let's look on the 30-minute. 30-minute is making lower highs and lower lows. I think for this 30-minute to fall, yeah, it needs to respect the high over there, which it's dropping, may come down. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on there, buddy. Moving too fast. Moving too fast on the 1 hour. All right, close this. 10 pips, 12 pips. That's it. Yeah, I think this was the last trade here for the day. Oh, look, it's moving even more. Move 15 pips more. Wow. Wow, 38 pip move, complete correction. Yeah, I think so. This news thing was correct. That the difference wasn't even much, so it had to correct the move here. filling that wick. Yeah, the higher time frame is going down, and 4 hour is now back in this range now. See how the 4 hour was bullish, now it's bearish, so it's kind of like ranging now. Okay, very nice. We're gonna end right over here. Thank you everyone who showed up. I really appreciate it. I tried my best to keep things really simple. This was recorded. Don't email me, don't DM me asking if you're going to get the recording or not. This will be sent to you via email, just like the link for this session was sent. If you think this was the best $30 you ever sent, just write 30. Or just write scam. Just write scam if this was the best $30 ever spent. All right. Perfect, guys. Take care, everybody. I will see you Monday. If you think this was the best $30 you ever sent, just write 30. Or just write scam. Just write scam if this was the best $30 ever spent. All right.